everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we are watching The Boy, the very first movie. So The Boy evolves around the story of basically, I will say only 4 characters. There used to be 6 characters. So it was Greta, her abusive boyfriend Cole, the owners of the mansion that Greta arrives to, the Malcolm, and the boy named Brahms. So basically, I now say 5 characters because let me start from the very beginning. Greta arrives into the United Kingdom because she is hired by the Hellshires. I hope I'm pronouncing right. And so it got a little bit confusing because I was a little bit disturbed in the beginning. So basically, the Hellshire, the whole story mentioned that the Hellshire lost their son when in a fire when he was 7 years old, and there was another photo of a little girl which is supposed to be Bram's best friend who has been murdered. So to cope with their grief, the Hellshire made a porcelain doll to look exactly like Brahms. And Greta is supposed to look after Brahms, which the porcelain doll, which is supposed to be the same name as their son. And the Hellshire decided to go on vacation. But the Hellshire, after so many thoughts about it, they decided to commit suicide by drowning. And so Greta initially ignores all the rules. So the rules are that she is supposed to read loudly, so loudly and clearly, and she is supposed to play music loudly, tuck him into bed, kiss him good night, and the leftover food that you don't finish, she is supposed to ziplock it and put it into the freezer. So we'll get it. I will explain more towards the end why she has to do that. So Greta the next day meets Malcolm, who is the Hellshire local delivery man who often stops by to drop off food for the Hellshire. And then Greta learns that the real Brahms was killed in a fire 20 years ago. It's not on his 7th birthday, but his 8th birthday. And so time moved on, and there was a call from Greta's sister that her ex-boyfriend, I forgot what her ex-boyfriend's name suddenly, Cole. Her ex-boyfriend Cole has been released from jail, and for some reason Cole managed to find where Greta is living. Can you imagine that Cole managed to travel all the way from the United States to Britain and find her in a creepy house? Put that aside, the Cole started having like weird experience where Brahms the doll started writing stuff around the house, and if I was the nanny, I'll be thinking this doll is like haunted or something. And so Cole I'm not saying it because he is an offender, but anybody, whether you've been in jail or not, in their right mind, will say you must be crazy, because first, why are you taking care of the doll? And how in the world is the doll writing things in like markers or blood around the house? That makes no sense. And Cole was like Cole and I'm bad remembering names. Cole and Greta got into a fight, and Cole becomes very abusive and started strangling Greta when the mirror blows out and the real Brahms comes out from behind the wall. So basically, Brahms has been alive all these years. He did not die in the fire. Their parents locked him in the behind the wall because he was the one who murdered the little girl on his 8th birthday, his best friend. And so then Brahms tries to kill everyone in the house. So I still believe that Malcolm survived because towards the end of the movie they didn't really mention Malcolm anymore. So I guess he is still alive. So Greta and Malcolm escapes, and at the end of the movie, after we think that Greta has killed Malcolm, Greta has killed Brahms because Brahms was like strangling the life out of her, and Greta stick a screwdriver into Brahms, and so we believe that Brahms is dead. But at the end of the movie, the very end, because we know that the porcelain doll is in pieces because Cole smashed it. We see a hand. Hey, we've seen someone actually, like more like the hand, repairing the doll. How creepy is that?